Hello, friends and family from around the world. This is Mike with Daily Events Worldwide, and we are on August 23rd, 2023. Welcome to another surviving day on the planet, and welcome to the Daily Do, giving you your space weather update, as well earthquakes, world weather, and as well space weather here, starting out looking at the last 48 hours of images on our sun, as we did have close to an M-class solar flare, so a strong C-class solar flare erupting on the surface. And as well as you can see, some pretty magnetic events here happening with the 9 sunspots Earth-facing. Look at the last 48 hours incoming. This is where we can see C-class solar flares producing CMEs. Some of them are on their way to us. Looking at the last 48 hours outgoing, this is where we saw a lot of activity as well. Minor CMEs projected and detected. Having a look at multi-spectrum here, most active regions on the 48 hours of imagery. Notable in the last few seconds and frames here, a little bow tie event from that large sunspot region I was noting yesterday. Amazing images brought to you by Solar Dynamics Observatory. Thank you all for watching today, and please don't forget to hit that like button and maybe share with a friend or family this very important information and amazing images of our sun today. 8 sunspots Earth-facing right now. Quick look at those sunspot regions in action. Current space weather conditions, we are under R1, minor radio blackouts. Impacts could be detected. Navigation signals degraded. Solar wind speeds coming in at 426 kilometers per second right now. Look at that solar X-ray flux. As you can see, strong C-class solar flare. Solar proton flux is low. Geomagnetic activity is low as well, sitting at a KP of 1. But the highest frequency absorption map here showing a lot of cosmic energy hitting us over. This is the last 4 hours since the sun started shining across North America. Having a look at our real-time solar wind over the past 7 days, as I noted yesterday, we were up over 500 kilometers per second for about 2 days straight here. Temperature increases as well. Lots of cosmic penetration during the 20th and the 22nd. Having a look at the ISWA space prediction spiral showing all of the space weather heading our way. This spiral showing all of the energy. Of course, the pink and the purples being the highest cosmic density. Little yellow circle is Earth. Mercury coming in for a retrograde. Stay tuned for the planetary positions report coming soon. Having a look at the NOAA, they're pretty much showing the same thing with their space prediction spiral. Cosmic energy coming our way. And LASCO 2 showing the last 3 days of imagery, because it seems to be a lot missing from the 20th to the 22nd here. It stops at about, basically all of the 21st and into the 22nd, missing data. But that's the last 3 days of imagery brought to you by LASCO and NASA. Now let's get to earthquakes the past 24 hours, as it started out with a pretty sizable 6.2 earthquake, and as well very deep, 568 kilometer depth in Argentina. So this was a pretty quiet region yesterday, also reporting a 5.3 here in Chile. So we're expecting something large to come with all that deep activity I've been reporting the last couple days. Dominican Republic, some activity coming back to the region, largest being a 3.9. North American plate, across to New Madrid, Tennessee, and Missouri, reporting minor earthquakes there. White City, New Mexico, swarming still there, 4.0 being the recent largest, and as well Ojai, California, 3.9 earthquake. That swarm seems to be ceasing right now, but a lot of activity in Hawaii still, and as well up into the Pacific Northwest and Alaska. Katmai volcano is erupting right now, and a lot of unrest across the Cascades and up into Alaska. Look at the USGS reporting 310 earthquakes past 24 hours, most recent being there, 4.8 Philippines. Having a look, this is the last 24 hours for earthquakes across Alaska. Wow, that is a lot of activity, but increasing activity all around the Katmai volcanic range, and as well through the Aleutian Islands and Anchorage northeastward. A lot of activity. Could see some nasty cold fronts coming back already. Pacific Northwest looking at activity across Mount Rainier and as well Mount St. Helens. Activity at Shasta. Pacific Northwest under a lot of stress, and as well across California. Here is a look at the recent earthquake swarm that was occurring at Ojai, only reporting about 11 earthquakes there in the last 24 hours, so quieting down across Los Angeles here, and as well into the Salton Sea, minor activity. Calipatria. Waiting for something to give here. There's been a lot of activity and a lot of heat stress coming up. Looking across China and Russia, 4.7 there reported just west of North Korea and South Korea. Pacific Plate, minor activity, 4.8s. Deepest earthquake the past 24 hours, 597 kilometer depth. Fiji, watching for possible Kermadec movement coming here, especially with that little trigger earthquake off the coast of Australia. Could see an earthquake swarm with a larger earthquake, Kermadecs, or even up into Russia. Notable there, 4.8, and as well 4.3 Turkey. And this app does not show all of the earthquakes that are occurring across Southeast Asia and Europe, but Volcano Discovery does. I wanted to give you a little glance here, as we're still seeing a lot of activity and earthquakes through Turkey, but notable there up into China and as well the Himalayas. Turkey still swarming. And that's the last 24 hours for earthquakes across the world. Having a look at the last 7 days for shakers across the planet. Take a quick moment to say much love to everybody and stay aware and prepared. Stay safe and healthy. That's what this channel is all about. Hashtag no fear here. Most times with large earthquakes, we do expect with deep earthquakes, we get larger, shallower earthquakes to follow. Heads up, all across the Ring of Fire, north to Alaska, and westward to Russia. Quick look here at sulfur dioxide emissions. Not much has changed since yesterday. Still some monstrous lows in the southern hemisphere, throwing around sulfur dioxide particulates. The mighty Erebus volcano is the only one that is erupting, and that is way south of Australia, off the coast of Antarctica. Nothing there to show or report in the northern hemisphere, no major eruptions. Stay tuned for the volcanic activity report. We'll be coming with the planetary positions, let you know how many volcanoes are erupting around the world. Having a look at satellite imagery now across the Atlantic and North America. Still a lot of wildfires burning across northern BC now, and as well through the Yukon, Northwest Territories. Four tropical systems across the Atlantic right now. Things are heating up late in the Atlantic storm season. Dust storm here accumulating and getting ready to scoot across the Atlantic. Monsoon rains, very prevalent and torrential across India and southeast China. We've got a possible typhoon here developing for long range next Monday, heading towards Japan. But no major typhoons are being right now, or hurricanes. Quick look here at weather forecast for the next 7 days here, brought to you by Windy, showing the low pressure systems affecting North America and as well Alaska. In the long range forecast, watch for pretty intense systems to develop across the northern hemisphere. And as well, tropical system here developing long range Wednesday the 30th into the 31st, making landfall the Atlantic provinces of Canada. And then a cold low there developing with a huge high following that. We're going to have some early season cool temperatures. I think it's going to shock a lot of people. Looking at the southern hemisphere, massive systems right now. Look at how huge and strong and the velocity of these things are. And that is going to reverberate to the northern hemisphere for our season of winter, which is, I hate to say it again, just around the corner. A lot of snow falling in the southern hemisphere right now with these low pressure systems. Overlooking the Pacific, Southeast Asia. Monsoon season continues to be devastating across India and as well as Southeast China. Landslide watches and warnings all over the place. Thoughts and prayers going out to everyone affected by this year's monsoon season. Long range showing some intense systems developing for Japan and as well the South China Sea, affecting parts of South Korea as well. And then long range, going to see a big bad boy develop there. Could see a Cat 4 typhoon. Much love, everybody. Stay aware and prepared. Stay young and have fun. And get your daily dew. Bye-bye now. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends and family from across the world.